You're listening to Inspiration for Kids podcast, the channel for creativity, communication, and character development for children, guardians, and teachers around the world. Join Teacher Emil and friends as we aim for the stars, raising heroes of tomorrow. Now, here's your host, Teacher Emil.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode here on the Inspiration for Kids Educators podcast. I'm Teacher Emil, I'm your host, and today in this episode we are going to discuss an essential ingredient for success in child raising and education, and that is consistency. Now, consistency plays a crucial role in creating a positive learning environment for young learners. It provides stability, it gives routines, establishes the routines, helps children develop a sense of security. But what does consistency mean when it comes to working with young learners, young children? Well, consistency means creating a predictable and reliable, and that's very important, a reliable environment for children. It involves setting clear expectations, following through with established rules and consequences. That's important to you because our children need to learn rules and boundaries, and to maintain a regular schedule. By being consistent, we can help young learners, children feel safe, build trust, and develop a strong foundation for their growth and educational journey. So, the question is, how can we incorporate consistency into our interactions with young children and our students? So, I've got us some practical strategies I just want to share with you, right? So, first and foremost, communication. I always place communication above everything else, because with communication it builds a lot and it can also break a lot. So communication is key. Clearly communicate your expectations and rules to the children in your care. Make sure they understand what's expected of them and why whatever it is that is expected is important. Use positive language and provide specific examples to help them grasp the concepts of what is expected of them. Communication. Now, once you have established a system of communication, one where you both understand each other and you both are able to relate and learn and take action from that system of communication, you've got to maintain a consistent routine. Young people thrive on structure and predictability. Establish a daily schedule that includes regular times for learning activities, for games, for playtime, for eating, for rest, for free social activities, for theater time, or basically a free expression space and time. Now stick to this routine as much as possible to provide a sense of stability, familiarity, and trust. Okay, something they can rely upon. Now, the third strategy is to model consistency in our own behavior. Young learners especially, they watch, they learn from observation, they learn from our behaviors, they learn from our words, they learn from how we think and what we do. And children are such wonderful visual learners. They learn by example. Demonstrate this consistency by being punctual, following through on promises, and treating people with respect, with kindness, with courtesy. Our actions will speak louder than words and help children understand the importance of consistency. We can tell them everything under the sky and above it, but if we don't do it ourselves and we don't exemplify, we don't show, and we don't teach and culture, we don't live by the values that we want our children to have and develop, they won't learn. Of course, maybe yes, they learn at specific times, but over time they might forget them, or they just do it when it's needed. And it's not a natural part of who they are. So we've got to model this consistency, the behavior you expect of our children. Now, when we are cultivating, these model behaviors, and then when children are learning, acting and doing and participating and taking action, saying and learning and modeling, provide clear feedback and reinforcement. Recognize and acknowledge when our children demonstrate consistent behavior, whether it's following instructions, or when it's completing tasks, or when they are exhibiting positive values, or when they are just doing it naturally without any instructions. Celebrate all the efforts so they get the affirmation they need to know and understand that this consistent behavior, consistent habit, consistent action is what is best, or they're doing positive, they're doing something very positive, right? So efforts, celebrate the efforts, right? The efforts are important. So and this celebration will motivate them to continue practicing consistency. So these are the 4 strategies, right? You need to first communication, maintain a consistent routine. You got to model our own behavior, and we got to give feedback and reinforcement. And these are the 4 strategies to help us cultivate consistency with the young learners so they can grow and develop and become the wonderful, exceptional, remarkable young individuals for a wonderful future. Thank you for listening to this Inspiration for Kids podcast. I'll see you guys in the next episode here on Inspiration for Kids Educators.
Thanks for listening to the Inspiration for Kids podcast. Be sure to visit inspirationforkids.org to explore our network and be a part of our exciting journey. And don't forget to join us on all major social networks. Simply look out for Inspiration for Kids. Till next time, be brave, be kind, and let's continue to share our voice here on Inspiration for Kids.